Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. If you're facing challenges with narcissistic abuse, or you're searching for a way out of a difficult situation, especially when living with a narcissistic spouse, this is the place for you. You're not alone in this. Many people are going through similar struggles, and together, we can navigate through it. This journey may be tough, but trust me, there is hope, and there is strength in every step you take. Welcome back to the channel. If you're going through narcissistic abuse or struggling to escape a difficult situation, especially if you're living with a narcissistic partner, this channel and community are here for you. You're not alone in this battle. Many people are facing similar challenges or have gone through them before. I want to talk about what I believe can truly surprise and unsettle a narcissist. When I say shock, I mean in a way that genuinely takes them by surprise. If you've been in a relationship with a narcissist, you likely know exactly what I'm referring to. Narcissists have an inflated sense of their own importance. They think they're superior and see themselves above everyone else. This belief leads them to think they're the best at everything. In their minds, everyone craves their attention and affection. They believe they can have anyone they want. They truly think they're the most impressive person in any room and think that everyone wants to be around them. This belief comes from the persona they create, a version of themselves that seems irresistible. It's also why many of us initially fell for them. However, once we get to know them, we realize that this image is a deceptive illusion. Beneath their confident exterior, despite their belief that they're untouchable, they have vulnerabilities. Their feelings can, in fact, be hurt, contrary to what they may claim. So what's the first thing you can do to truly shock a narcissist? The answer is simple. Discard them, especially if they've already discarded you and now try to come back. What we call hovering. Imagine how they'll react when they realize you're no longer responding to their calls or messages. They might wonder why you're not answering. They may even find that you've humorously changed their name in your phone to something like forgettable. This action is unexpected and leaves them confused. You've taken back control. When you do this, it hits their ego hard, leaving them shocked. They might feel embarrassed or vulnerable, wondering how someone they thought they had control over could turn the tables. Another thing that shocks them is when you disengage. Emotionally, narcissists know how to push our buttons. They can anticipate our reactions, but when you stop reacting the way they expect, it throws them off. For example, after an argument, if they expect you to be upset and instead you remain calm or smile, it confuses them. They think, "Why aren't you mad?" Their sense of control is disrupted. Narcissists feed on emotional responses. They enjoy making you upset because it gives them power. But when you learn to stay composed, even when angry or hurt, they can't handle it. A calm response like, "God bless," you can be incredibly powerful. In these moments, narcissists don't expect you to assert your boundaries. But when you start saying no in a gentle way, like "No, I'm okay," or "No, I don't want to go," it catches them off guard. It shows them you're no longer someone they can control. As you assert yourself, they'll begin to realize they can't manipulate you like they once did. They may get angry, but deep down, they know they're losing control over you. When you stop showing predictable emotional reactions, they no longer have power over you. This drives them away, because narcissists thrive on drama and emotional turmoil. When they can no longer control your emotions, they feel powerless. I had to learn to mask my emotions, especially when I was with a narcissist. Even if I felt furious, I learned to keep a calm face. This confused them. They expected outbursts, but I would stay calm, showing them the opposite of what they wanted. This kind of behavior drove them crazy, and they started leaving me alone. As my life improved, I realized it shocked them. Despite the abuse, I was thriving. My career was flourishing, and I was moving forward. While they couldn't stand seeing me succeed, they couldn't comprehend why I was thriving. Despite everything, they thought I should be defeated, but I wasn't. I often felt like saying, "Take it up with the higher power," because I realized my destiny wasn't shaped by them. Narcissists want you to stay down, to feel defeated, but when you don't play into that, it shocks them. They can't understand how you're still standing strong. They thought they could destroy you. but you prove them wrong. When they see you still thriving, they're baffled. They thought they'd left you for dead, emotionally and mentally, but you're living your best life, moving forward and looking great. This drives them mad. They can't comprehend how you're still going. They wonder, how is she still alive, thriving after everything I did? They're left in shock. Narcissists don't like seeing someone rise above their manipulation. Another thing that truly confuses a narcissist is when you stop chasing after them. There was a time when I found myself trying to regain their attention, but then I realized, why am I doing this? Why am I chasing someone who doesn't care about me? It was in that moment I knew that I had to stop. The narcissist might have been used to seeing me, desperate to get their approval, but now, when I pulled away and stopped responding to their attempts to reach me, they were completely shocked. They couldn't comprehend why I wasn't giving them the same attention anymore. When you stop chasing a narcissist, you send a message loud and clear: I no longer need you. And this is what shakes them to their core. They don't understand how someone could walk away without looking back, especially when they've used so many tactics to keep you hooked. The silence from you is their worst nightmare. It's like they're speaking into a void, and no one is listening. They can't stand the thought that they're no longer the center of your world. They try everything, sending messages, trying to provoke a response, and when they don't get one, they just spiral. When I stopped chasing after them, it felt liberating at first. I didn't even realize how much energy I had been wasting trying to make them care. But as soon as I stopped, I felt a sense of freedom. The narcissist might think that by ignoring you, they are winning, but in reality, you've already won. You're free. They want to be the ones who control the narrative. When you refuse to chase them anymore, they realize that they can't manipulate your thoughts or emotions any longer. This realization hits them hard, and they start questioning themselves. Why are they no longer able to provoke a reaction from you? They begin to feel a sense of loss, not just because they're losing control, but also because they realize that all along, they've been depending on you to validate their sense of worth. Without you playing your role, their entire sense of self-importance starts to unravel. But here's the thing, when you stop chasing them, they see the real you. They see the person they tried to break, but instead, you've become stronger. You've risen above their toxic influence. They can't understand it because they thought you were weak, but you proved them wrong. Narcissists can't fathom how someone could move on after everything they've put them through. It's an unsettling thought for them. They've spent so much time trying to bring you down, but now they see you thriving. They may try to come back, but deep down they know they've lost. What truly shocks them the most is when they realize you don't need them anymore. Narcissists rely on their ability to manipulate others into feeling dependent on them. But when you no longer need their approval, their power crumbles. They become powerless. This is why they might try to hoover you back. They'll tell you that they've changed, they'll apologize, or they might even try to manipulate your emotions. But deep down, they know the truth. They can't control you anymore. They can't play their games with you anymore. When you choose not to engage, when you refuse to return to the toxic cycle, it's a massive shock to them. They thought they had you figured out. They thought they could always get you back. But now, you're not responding. You're no longer the person who falls for their manipulation, and that's when you realize you've taken your power back. The narcissist may try to use guilt, charm, or even anger to regain control, but you've already moved on. They can no longer hold the same grip on you. Their tactics don't work anymore. This realization will leave them rattled. They might be angry, frustrated, or confused, but they'll know that something has changed. You are no longer the person they once knew, and that is truly shocking to them, because they've never had to face someone who refused to be manipulated. It's not just about what you do or say. It's the fact that you no longer seek their approval. You've stopped giving them the power to determine your happiness, your worth. This shift in your behavior exposes their weaknesses, and they are left with nothing. For the narcissist, losing control is terrifying. They thrive on control, on manipulating others into doing what they want. When that control slips away, they are left with a void. They might try to fill it by finding someone else to control, but they'll always be haunted by the fact that they couldn't break you. In the end, The most shocking thing to a narcissist is your ability to move on, to live a full life without them. They can't comprehend how you can thrive without their presence, without their validation. It leaves them in a state of disbelief, unable to accept that you're better off without them. But the truth is, you've always been enough. You've always been worthy. And you always will be. The narcissist's control over you was never about your worth. It was about their need to feel superior. Once you stop chasing them, you take away that power. You've come into your own, and you found strength you never knew you had. This, my friends, is the real victory. Narcissists may try everything to bring you down, but when you rise above, they are the ones left shocked, while you continue to thrive, unbroken and free. Thank you for joining me today. If you're ready to take back your power and stop being controlled, remember that your strength lies within you. Don't let anyone take that from you. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share your experiences in the comments, and let's continue to support one another. We're all in this together. And your journey to freedom starts now. Stay strong, stay true to yourself, and always prioritize your well-being. Until next time, take care and keep moving forward.